Good evening, everybody. We are picking up where we left off last time. In the middle of what appears to be some sort of bay-type area. I can't remember exactly what it's called. There are beavers here. But yeah, my current objective is to honestly probably reset the timeline at this point, give myself more time. But essentially, I've got to figure out how to get into the Great Bay Temple. The hint that I've been given, if memory serves, is the lead singer for the band. Because there's a Zora band, we just kind of take that we just kind of take that on faith. The lead singer has lost her voice because she lost her eggs. And if we get her eggs back, we can get her voice back, and presumably good things will happen. Epona's very opinionated. And I can't remember what makes Kamaro spawn, so I'm gonna go check to see if he's just coincidentally there. Like, at first, I thought you just had to go to his spot when it was, like, night. OOT likes feel so lame after Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, fair. The N64 likes are more like slimes, the Switch likes are more like, I'm trying to think of like a comparison and none really comes to mind. They are very distinct. I don't think either one is like strictly better or worse. Oh, there he is. I guess I just had to be here at like midnight on the right day. Not much love for TOTK as a whole. We are all allowed our opinions. I personally really liked Tears of the Kingdom. I think that there were things that it could have done better. But like, no matter how you cut it, it's a very good game. I am no longer part of the living. My sadness to the moon. I haven't left my dance to the world. I'm filled with regret. Translation. I am disappointed, O moon. I have died. Oh, I planned to bring the world together and stir it into a giant melting pot with my dance. If only I had taught my new dance to somebody. Okay, if he's dead, can I heal him? So I recognized that I was on Epona's song and that I went to do Song of Healing, but the start of Song of Healing is the end of Epona's song, so whoops. Spread my dance across the world, train its followers. Translation. I have taught it to you, now make it into a popular dance craze. I like how this mask is we like stitch everything above his collarbone to our face. Like, it's not a mask of his face, it's like a mask that is a brace that we mount his severed head on. It's so weird. You got Kamaro's mask. Use it to teach his dance to the world so his moves can become as popular as he'd hoped they would be. I'm counting on you. Translation, I'm counting on you. Well, that certainly happened. The child has forsaken his face. It's very weird. Yeah, if memory serves, Kamaro's mask has exactly one use, and it's right over here. It might have to be daytime. Here it is. Don't bother us. I like how it just zooms in on the guard, like, what are they doing? Thank you for teaching us those steps. You are our master. In those poses, that is an implication that went right over my head last time I played this. You got a piece of heart. You stole the hearts of the dancers. Master, you're so cool. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, that's the only use for Kamaro's mask in the entire game. But that was a note I wanted to hit, so... I just realized that behind the banker is big, heavy vaults. Yeah, now that I've got access to the beach, I've got access to a bunch of really cool stuff. Oh, over 1,000 rupees. Here's a special gift, take it. 5 rupees. That's what they call interest. You know, I actually thought that line, but I didn't say it out loud, I really should have. And then my interest disappeared into the time stream. Accurate IRL bank interest rates. So, like 5 years ago, I put $100 into like an interest accumulating bank account just to see like how fast it would go up. It's currently sitting at $103.25 after 5 years of growth. Actually, that's not true. It's not like an interest growth thing. It's a tax-free savings account, so it just... I don't exactly know how it works, but like, the money goes up rather than staying static over time. And like, you can only put so much in, so I just only put in 100 and I didn't really think about it past that. And, like, it's kind of a pain in the ass to like put money in or take money out, so I just kind of like left it there the whole time. So luckily, if I play Epona's song, despite the boulder being in the way, Epona will come get me. And I didn't get a bird statue out on the beach, so I can't just go directly there. I kind of really enjoy stuff like that, where like a character's appearance is dictated by like the camera. So they just kind of show up and you never see it happen. I think the Outer Wilds has something kind of like that near the start of the game. Epona's kind of shy about jumping fences, I guess. But like Outer Wilds is something like that at the start of the game where there's like 4 different pedestals and like a thing that like warps between them. But like it never warps if you're looking at it, and it never warps to a pedestal that you're looking at, but every time you've seen it and then look away, it goes somewhere else. And it's really trippy just like looking at it. There we go, 3rd time's the charm. And you know what? I forgot to slow down time. You were away for a moment, why did you come back to talk of Weeping Angels? What? Oh, like, because of the thing that I was talking about. No, that's the, it's not Weeping Angels, it's like... I don't know what to call it, but it's like this thing in the very, very beginning of the Outer Wilds. A game that I have not completed, but I have played the very, very beginning of. Hello there. The Warping Rock? If that's what you want to call it, yes. There's like 4 pedestals and then like this thing that like jumps between them, but only when you're not looking at it. It never jumps when you're looking at it, and it never jumps to a rock that you're looking at. Yeah, like I say, I never finished that game. I didn't get very deep into it at all. I found like this weird... like non-Euclidean thing. And then like I went inside of it and I found like the Legendary Hunter. That was like the only thing that I found. What's this thing? Probably a starfish. But yeah, at the start of that game, there's like a warping rock. Okay, Pirate's Fortress is over there. But I remember something... That guy's got some reach. What are you doing? Didn't your shield just get swallowed? You got a hero's shield. I like how it automatically re-equips. This game knows me too well. It knows for a fact that it would not have re-equipped that shield. Okay, surely there's a, surely there's an owl statue that I can bonk. Maybe over here. My shield goes into collection instead of into gear screen. Oh, true, it's like iterative this time around. It's like your sword, it just gets better and better, you don't like choose between them. I could have sworn there was an owl statue around here. Yeah, and I was saying, like, shieldless is cool because, like, you get to see the sheath art. And you don't often see the sheath art. Yeah, I'm gonna do something a little bit off the rails. Just because I think it'll make things a little bit more interesting slash funny. I should be able to do it at this point. If you've played this game before, you probably know what I'm thinking of doing. But it starts with getting Epona over this fence, and that's gonna take some doing. That's not the right place. That's to the ranch. I need to start in the swamp. I also need to start the Anju and Cathay side quest at some point. I really want that Keton mask. Both because I'm going for all masks, and just because, you know, Keton. In hindsight, I totally could have warped here. Like there is a functional warp statue here, if memory serves. I can't remember if I need to save her sister before she'll sell me potion. No, wait, she has to sell me potion, so I can save her sister. I need her sister so I can buy the other potions. Or maybe just blue potion. Yes, red potion. I'm gonna need one of those. Remember that I can actually warp this time. So, how has everybody else's day been? I didn't have work today, so it was pretty nice for me. And we go to the 4th zone just a little bit early. Epona, much like myself, can tank explosions with her face, taking no harm in the process. Even hanging in there by 2 threads instead of 1. You know what? For any forward progress is progress worth celebrating. Alright, we come here. Exploding on faces, sus. Bonk. If we come over here and we look over here, we should see this guy. Huh? Don't tell me. I'm shocked. You're the first person who's ever spoken to me. I've been here for many years, waving my arms around and asking for help, but everybody ignores me and passes me by. It's because I'm about as impressive as a stone, right? I'm used to it, though. I have a request. Can you give me some medicine that would make even an unnoticeable stone like me feel better? Coincidentally, I happened to pick one of these up for no particular reason earlier. Is that it? I feel better, I think. Thanks. Oh, here, in gratitude. You got the stone mask. Wear it with C to become as plain as stone. Now, let me practice standing out. Shiro the Stone Soldier added to your notebook. Huh? Not yet? I don't stand out at all? That's weird. I've been trying so hard. Oh well. But yeah, I don't know if that was like a curse or what, but now you can see him without the Lens of Truth. That guy was into the Pirate's Fortress. Did they move him to the Pirate's Fortress in the remake or something? Yeah, regardless, at least in the N64 version, he's there. And you can do him as soon as you have access to Epona. And the Lens of Truth, obviously. And you can get the Stone Mask, which is probably the single most useful non-transformation mask in the game. Now, if only there was a mask that made Epona jump when I wanted her to jump. There we go. I don't think that there's an owl statue here. That's what I was looking for. To get up there, I'm gonna need the hook shot. Horse is useless since 1997. I mean, she's not useless. You use her to jump, like, 2 fences. And then you ditch her because the bunny hood is just better. But yeah, now I got the stone mask. And the reason I wanted that at this particular point in time could be worse, could be Tears of the Kingdom horses. I don't think I ever had difficulty with the Tears of the Kingdom horse. What was I saying? I forgot. I know the significance of Epona's name. I want to say that it's significant in Celtic folklore, but I don't. I could not, like, give you a definition. Soldiers moved to Pirate's Fortress in the 3DS version. Right. So, the reason I wanted the Stone Mask at this point in time is because the Pirate's Fortress is a stealth section, but the purpose of the Stone Mask is to make you invisible to enemies, and it works on the pirates. So I can literally just walk up to them and they won't notice me. Celtic Goddess of Horses. Nice, I wasn't that far off. Fox Stealth, exactly. I turned myself to stone and then you just don't pay attention to me. It checks out so much better than you could ever imagine. But first I turned myself into a twink. Link already was? Link's a Shoda when he's in his childhood form. It's not quite the same thing as being a twink. Cerulean, you're lewd, you're a pervert. I broke that with my face. Co-host of a cryptid mythology podcast, BTW. Yeah, no, like, I 100% believe that, like, if you say that you got a cool mythology fact, you've done the research. Also, if you weren't there when I announced it, I've added a couple of redeems, one for advice and one for bad advice. The other day, advice was 200 and bad advice was 100. The idea was like, oh, this is like the off-brand discount advice. But I've since changed it so that they're both 100. Am I pretty? This is your answer to Necromancer BTW. What, podcast host, by the way? There's probably some chests on the ocean surface. Or ocean floor, rather. That reminds you should try to get Necromancer. You should! It's very prestigious. $20, we take those. Like, I started doing Necromancer attempts because I wanted time-worn artifacts for the Bozjin relic. And then I was like, well, I'm already doing pretty well on my own. Because, like, I was originally going to get, like, a group to farm it, but then I couldn't find a group to farm it. So I started doing it all by myself, and then it's just like, huh, I'm doing fairly well. What if I kept going? I get higher drop rates and higher floors. And then I just got, like, better and better at pushing deep. We're gonna try and get True Blue first. Totally valid. It's not a competition. Like, whatever would make you the happiest, that's what you should go for. Oh, you're gonna try streaming your Necromancer attempts. Good luck. Hey you, halt! You're scared of Palace after how bad you suffered defeated in a party. The best advice I can give on that front is Palace is a lot less menacing once you know what everything can do. It's like at first it's like, oh my god, everything's gonna kill me, and then it's just like, nah, I'd win. Topic not stream relevant. I mean, there's not a huge amount to talk about otherwise. Like, oh, it's kind of... I did not realize that this was an option, but I'll take it. Thank you for the escort, Miss Gerudo. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I find it kind of interesting that, like, in Hyrule, the Gerudo are, like, super deserty, and here they're, like, super watery. It also kind of brings to mind the pirates from Wind Waker, which I think are kind of also implied to be Gerudo descendant. It's like the moment they get a little bit of water, they instantly turn to piracy. But like, now that I'm hydrated, I've decided that, like, you know, piracy is preservation, and that I've got to, like, archive old video games. It's like the 3DS has a massive library of stuff that you're just not going to be able to play anymore if nobody preserves it. The amount of strength it would take to actually pull that block is absurd, because you're not just pulling a giant stone block, you're also displacing all the water that has to move out of the way. I should emulate Triforce Heroes and play it as a call-up with 2 other streamers. I would never do something like emulation on stream. Overtly. Yeah, I would. I don't know if you can emulate multiplayer. Additionally, after all of the, like, the drama and, like, the legal, fallout, I don't know if the, like, 3DS emulator is a thing that you can still get. Probably an emulator with built-in online. It's not that simple, I guarantee you, it's not that simple. How might I get in? I'm clearly missing something. Pulling those out might just be like a secret thing that'll help me later. Oh, there we go. I was trying to remember which button that was. Yeah, for some reason Zora Link has like an underwater mana shield, and it's super cool. Oh god, welcome. I'm frolicking in the pirate's fortress underwater. Mostly because I can't remember where to go. Thank you for the hydrate, very topical. I might need the hook shot for this. Also, I should hydrate. Hold on. Thank you again. Hookshot's a shortcut. Gotcha. Ah, Mikau, what are you doing in a place like this? This is the ominous pirate's fortress. I don't think you should get too close. Uh, but I'm okay. Well, actually, the pirates in this fortress are all women. And better yet, I hear that they're all gorgeous. Hehe. So I thought maybe I should check them out. What? Don't look at me like that. I'm gonna look at you like that. I may have missed something when I was trying to get in. Is that... Did I got that open? Yeah, surely I missed something in there. Like, there's no way I go to the effort of, like, opening this and then I just move 2 blocks and then I leave. Surely there's more than that. I like how the bell tolling is a bit distorted. Is this underwater? Ah, also I see what to do now. I can push this in. There we go. Wait, that's the, Okay, I call shenanigans. I clearly got back inside. I was like, wait, that's the thing that I saw outside. It's like the vent out. Ah well, it won't take me long to get back to where I was. Yeah, I will say, Zora Link makes being underwater actually kind of fluid and fun. It's definitely like a million times better than like the Iron Boots jank from Ocarina. Especially since I can just like hit a button to decide to drop. I don't have to go through like 3 loading screens. I like how they just fill their own fortress with, like, sea mines. It's like, yes, this is a thing that rational people do. Iron Boots wouldn't be too bad if the Ocarina of Time menu didn't take several seconds to open. I mean, that's kind of the situation that I found myself in playing it on the Switch, where it's like, oh, because it loads so much faster than when I last played it, it's a lot more bearable. But at the same time, it's still just like an awkward UI thing to have to do this every time you want to like go up or down, compared to just hitting a button. This barrel is a worthy opponent. Yeah, like, imagine if I was, like, really enthusiastic about, like, home security, so I just, like, covered my entire living room floor with claymores. That's basically what the pirates have done. I think that was timed. Yes, it was. Can I hit it from down here, perhaps? Possibly, but probably not at my skill level. A little exploding is nothing to me. Bright light warning, I suppose. You know, I've always kind of thought that it would, like, really suck if I had, like, the kind of epilepsy that's triggered by, like, flashing lights. Because it's like, congratulations, you've got, like, one hobby that you like, but you can't do it because it gives you seizures. Granted, I suppose if I was epileptic, I'd probably find other hobbies. It's like, what else is there to do? It's like, I already read stuff. It gets dull after a while. I presume that this is so that you can, like, plan a route out. Plan a route out. I will definitely be making use of that. And then the hook shot is just a shortcut back here, gotcha. But yeah, Stone Mask completely trivializes this segment. You ever think about how you get the Goron and Zora mask and whatever the Deku mask comes from? The Deku mask comes from the butler's son. That is the leader of the pirates, and she's badass enough to actually spot me even with the mask on. So I've got to find an alternate way in. I'll actually show the scene. It's really cool. You can also just attack these people for no reason. Halt, everyone! A rat wearing a strange mask has snuck in. You help the other two with their grief and get the Deku mask before ever meeting the butler's son. Basically that's because the Deku butler's son was, like, forced into you to curse you. The other two never had their soul ripped out of their body by Skull Kid. essentially in all three cases, like you play the Song of Healing to the soul of the afflicted person. It's just that in the first case, it was like inside of your body instead of inside of its native body. I am so tempted to put on the bunny hood, but that would help me instantly. That slug kicked me off with some force. Unfortunately, no amount of Song of Healing can stop Happy Mask from being a bit weird. Here we are. Okay, so now we're above that other room. I get the impression that this cutscene was added because playtesters couldn't figure it out. I've been waiting for you. And did you find the rest of the eggs? No, but that's because... What are you trying to pull here? If people hear the great pirates have lost the treasure they stole, we'll become the laughingstock. Yes, but Avil... The sea is strangely murky where we were attacked by the sea snakes. Silence. That's why the Zoras can't send for any help. Now that the eggs are gone, the Zoras should be frantically searching for them. If we don't hurry, the Zoras will get to them before we do. There are 4 eggs here now. Hurry, go find the other 3 eggs before those sea snakes eat them. Understood. Wait. The Zora eggs are the only clue we have about that dragon cloud floating over the bay. If what that strange masked one says is true, and if we can get our hands on the treasure that lies sleeping in the temple in that dragon cloud, then we can spend the rest of our lives living the good life. Not wrong, it's just that the rest of your lives will be 3 days at most. So get a move on and go find them, now! Understood. I feel like a lot of them screamed like Link. Relatable? What's relatable? How long did it take me to figure that out on my first run? On my first run, I was using a guide because I kind of had the mentality at that point in my life that beating the game was the only thing that mattered. And I didn't see anything like diminishing the fun in using cheat codes and using guides. The V reaction? Oh yes, absolutely, I'm terrified of these. You found the hookshot. I thought this was in the Bay Temple. Okay, I'm happy to have this already. Use it to grapple items so you can reel them in or pull yourself over to them. Press C to arm it. That's just how to use it. Yeah, like, when I was a kid, what I would do is I would... Hold that thought. When I was a kid, what I would do is I would like play the first like 2 or 3 levels of Super Mario World over and over again. And then I would just restart the game and play those levels over again. Because like the levels after that were more challenging, and I didn't want to be challenged, I wanted to like clear levels. I wanted to like put on the cape and fly. I interacted with video games in a fundamentally different way to the way that I do these days. You put a Zora egg in a bottle. It doesn't look very healthy. You better have somebody examine it quick. I think they said that they had 4 eggs. And that there were 3 out in the murky water. It's coming back to me what to do. Vaguely. But yeah, like, if I had, for example, been able to go into Fierce Deity whenever I wanted, I 100% would have just, like, gone into Fierce Deity and run around Termina Fields killing choo-choos for hours. Because that's just the sort of thing that I thought was fun when I was a kid. Like, I played Link to the Past like it was a sandbox game. I would just run around the world doing whatever struck my fancy, with my full toolkit. Gotta love Fox stealth. Halt. We aren't fooled by that mask. Let's see how gullible you are without shins. Don't think it ends here. That is an awfully morbid logo now that I think about it. That looks like something I'd see in a Doom ROM hack. Rip and tear. Yeah, not wrong. These clans are powerful. Second Zora egg. But yeah, speaking of Rip and Tear, I'll probably end up playing Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal on stream once I get my new PC. Because I never actually did Ancient Gods. Like, back when I had my my previous job, I got Ancient Gods, but I never actually played it. I was just like too deep in the depression to like actually play anything that I bought. So it's just been sitting in my library for like years at this point. Kira, your health is low. Have you any disembodied hearts or milk? I like how they're equivalent. Getting caught on purpose because they know the way out and I don't. And on that note, we're going to take tonight's 5-minute break here. Please use this time to refill your beverage, go to the bathroom, anything you think you can pull off in about 5 minutes. I'll see you in about 5 minutes. I return. If you just heard a little sound that was weird, for some reason one of my Joy-Cons connected as a controller. I don't know why. They do that sometimes. They got a mind of their own. They want to play. But yeah, if memory serves, the pirate leader said that they had 4 eggs. Oh hey, there's the statue I was looking for. The pirate leader said that they had 4 eggs, and the eels had 3. They're late! What are those Zoras doing? Huh? What is it, boy? Did you also kind of watch the Zora eggs hatch? I'm excited about it too, but those important eggs haven't arrived yet. It takes about 1 to 3 days from the time that Zora eggs are laid for them to hatch. But if they aren't kept in this aquarium until then, they might die. The reason for this is that the recent abnormal weather has caused the ocean temperature to rise in this region. Zora eggs are very sensitive to changes in temperature. The only way the eggs can hatch is if they're placed in this aquarium water, which I set aside for them long ago. The Zoras are well aware of this, but they're still late. I wonder if something happened at Zora Hall. I don't have 4 bottles, so... I gotta make at least 2 trips. Luckily, I won't need a second trip once I go to like where the eels are. I'm also technically skipping several steps by doing this, I think. Like I say, it's just a consequence of this not being a blind playthrough. I'm not gonna like pretend that I'm doing this blind. This is why you always make sure to get 4 bottles by this point. That would have been smart. Like I say, I only remember like the vaguest details. Smartness not here. I'm plenty smart, I just don't remember things very well. Especially not things from like a decade ago. Heck, probably over a decade ago. Time flies. Or this, grab a pot, powder cake, blow up the rock before day 3 you do the farm. That's this bottle. I did that, that's how I got Epona. Yeah, like I got Romani's mask. I am an adult. They can serve alcohol to me. I think I've been here already? No, I have not. Yep, don't mind me. Stone Mask makes this so much easier than it otherwise might be. Halt! We aren't fooled by that mask. Don't think it ends here. Strong words for somebody who just lost chin privileges. That is a menacing tank of stuff. Okay, in my defense, I was trying to put up my magic shield that whole time and it didn't work. I may have been hitting the wrong button entirely. Forgot about the mana shield. I didn't forget. I was hitting the left shoulder button. I think it wasn't the left shoulder button, it was probably the right shoulder button. What button was I pressing? Left shoulder. Advice. Thinking about staying up late to play a video game. Which one? Disgaea 5. It does not matter how much time you're looking to spend. Disgaea 5 can spend that much time, and then so much more. Bad advice. Thinking about staying up late to play a video game, but which one? Sonic 06? No, that game's actually fun. If you really want to stay up late to play a video game, you should probably play Fortnite. And the reason that you should play Fortnite is that there's a bunch of kids there. And the cool thing about that is that while you're playing Fortnite in the middle of the night with a bunch of kids, you can suddenly start screaming slurs at the top of your lungs and get them in trouble. Let's try and find that last egg. Not bad advice at all. That's a great reason to play Fortnite. Hoping wants to get a better PC, stream Fortnite. I am not opposed. Like, I definitely think that the children are cringe, but I play Minecraft, so I can't really point fingers. But yeah, I'll probably play that game, I'll probably play Valorant. I've actually been craving a good hero shooter recently. Ooh, Silver Rupee, we take those. Unfortunately, I couldn't afford it. Oh well. What about spreading democracy? I assume you mean Helldivers. I'm down. Basically, like all the games from the last few years that I haven't been able to play, I'm down to play. That's as far as you go. You think you can trick us with that mask? No, I think I can beat your ass with this sword. Not bad, but don't think that it ends here. What about spreading xenophobia? Space Marine 2, I presume? Yeah, also down to play that game. With any luck, I should get my new PCs sometime around mid-December. With luck, it might not work out quite that way. We won't know until we get there. The fish person growing wings is foreshadowing to Wind Waker. I love how they had to nerf the Zora by turning them into birds, because fish people would just be overpowered in Wind Waker Hyrule. It's like, why yes, we have inherited this entire kingdom. That's a huge fish. I bet that thing could eat a small fish in a single bite. The eggs cannot hatch unless they're all together. Vito are cooler anyway. I mean, I can't really deny it. No, wait, the Zora have seed on. It's like the Rito have like Medley and Tulin and Revali, but the Zora have seed on and he kind of like matches and exceeds all of them. Beware murky water and sea snakes. I cared so little about Sidon, I did a whole dungeon without him being Maltulin solos. You're not wrong. Due to the murky water, caution advised for all who enter. If I can get a seahorse, I can have it lead me through here. I just can't remember how to get a seahorse. I think it might be like a prize in a minigame. I want to be told. I'm pretty sure it's a prize in a minigame. If I zone out one more time, I'll be like, yeah, it was a prize in a minigame. Or rather, I'll be like, I'm gonna go find it. Oh, hello. Macau, haven't you seen any gold-colored fish around here? Gold-colored fish know this area very well. I was thinking of getting one to guide me to Pinnacle Rock. If the water wasn't so murky, I wouldn't have to rely on the guidance from a gold-colored fish. Unfortunately, the water is murky. Sign goes left, goes straight. Well, the signs weren't entirely truthful. I tried following the signs and they got me zoned out. I like how I've almost filled up my items tab. It's like, I'm just missing 2 types of arrow. This is like temporary slots for the trading side quest. This is the Great Fairy's sword. And then these are the other bottles. Yeah, the only item that I'm missing is the Great Fairy's sword. Everything else is a mask. Or like an upgrade to something that I've already got. If I run out of time, I know where all the eggs are now. As long as I don't forget. Which I will. I know myself well enough to know my weaknesses. And one of my weaknesses is memory. You're an unusual sight to see in this neck of the water. You came to see the Azora van, the Indigogos, didn't you? They're in Zora Hall up ahead, but the entrance is underwater, so if you aren't a good diver, you won't make it in. Aren't you Macau? Were you able to get an empty bottle from the beavers on top of the waterfall? Those guys are quick, so it's pretty tough, isn't it? Hey Macau, you wanna do that thing you used to... Yeah, wanna do that thing you used to always do? You can't just play guitar all the time. You gotta get out and move your body once in a while. What's wrong? Have you lost your touch from playing too much guitar? You didn't used to be able to break all these at once. Your motion was all stiff like somebody who's not used to doing this. I have to take 10 rupees for those broken jars. If you break them all at once, I'll give you something good. There we go. Way to go, Macau. You got a big smirk on your face. Well, here's 100 rupees. Except jar replacement costs 10, so I'll have to deduct that. Take the challenge again sometime. Net neutral. Maybe the seahorse is in Zora Hall somewhere. I think I remember it being like a prize or a shop item or something like that. And it's like screaming at you to please help it. Or maybe it's in one of those fish in the like the marine research thing, and they need to like drop a bug in for them. That might also be it. Zora's domain is definitely a lot more photogenic in Majora's Mask compared to Ocarina. What's up with the rehearsal? I've been told that it's about to begin. But the band members are all shut away in their rooms. And Lulu's just hanging around by that lone island out back. What's going on? Ariel overthinking. It does happen. There might just be like a goldfish out in the water. You say that I'm overthinking, so... I'm just gonna poke around a bit more. I think it's got something to do with those fish near the entrance. I just can't remember the proper way to interact with them. Could use small fish in a single bite. Maybe I can, like, catch a small fish on the shoreline? Maybe not. I am 100% overthinking things. I'm going to try feeding one of these bugs to the fish and seeing what happens. Here, do you like these? Yes. But they didn't care that much. But you know what? I think it's if you feed them enough, they get really big and then they give you a hard piece. I think that's what it is. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I'm going to head back out this way and see if I can find the seahorse. Like, it might just be, like, inside here. Or maybe the signs are actually worth something. you can't quite trust them. But I'm mapping it out without too much issue. Luckily, it's not an incredibly long journey. Signs work, I just can't walk in a straight line to save my life. To be fair, every time I try to center myself, I target a sign. Also, straight lines are hard. You know, that sign is just straight up lying. I'm going way too to the left. I'm going in the direction that the sign is pointing. I 100% am. It's like, this thing is pointing directly at the entrance. Like there is no ambiguity there. So I walk directly at the entrance, and I zone out. If I run to this sign first, though... There we go. Basically, I'm just built different. Wanna know where the goldfish was now? Sure. I feel like it's in here somewhere. I remember there being like two of them, and one of them was like concerned and looking for their partner. Beach house, a fisherman caught it and would trade it for a photo of a pirate lady. A little bit creepy, but also with like the technology level of this world, I guess you gotta make do with what you got. The photo being candid is a little sus, though. Bring the goldfish here, kill the red eel, it's a piece of heart. Yeah, because they're like looking for their friend. Or their lover, or whatever. I don't remember exactly. They want each other. Getting a little bit tired, which is concerning because I didn't have a shift today. $20, we take those. Oh well, it'll be in one of these alcoves. I'll just keep killing my way through them until I find the right one. There's the right one. When in doubt, just resort to yet more violence. And that's all of them. I see a treasure chest over here. I'm gonna go check that out. It's probably 20 rupees. Too far to the right. I was not incorrect. It seems I can't play guitar without my feet on solid ground, so let's go meet that condition. I think I mentioned this before, but like, I've never been able to dive. I just like, I float on water way too well. Let's just deliberately zone out. Become a professional buoy. I mean, if that was the thing, I might. Head full of air. Oi! Are they wrong? No comment. Now, granted, I also haven't, like, actually tried swimming in over a decade. So maybe things would be different these days, but I think that they wouldn't be. Good, all the eggs have been brought together. It's going to start. Quick, come to the front of the aquarium. Look at this! What does this mean? What in the world could this mean? I've got it. Don't you understand the way these Zora children have lined up? It means... Ever exhale all the air in my lungs and just sink to the bottom of the pool? No. I cannot sink. The fatty parts of my body drag me to the surface. New wave bossa nova. Also, the Zora tadpoles look adorable. I don't think we ever get clarification as to like how they divined this song or knew to convey it to me. You learned the new wave bossa nova. It's the melody taught by the Zora children that invigorates singing voices. That, yes, it's that instrument. If these Zoras were born to teach this song, then hurry, you must play this song for the Zora who laid these eggs. Wait, hold up. Speaking of kids, this guy's got like a couple of like embalmed fetuses in here. Anyway. That sad face is trying to tell you something. You can see it in her expression. Can't believe I actually remembered that. Cannot believe I actually remembered that one. You know, now that I think about it, Zelda games get really weird sometimes. I've never met you, I don't know why you're like this, but have a song, basically. It's called metagaming. I slept quite well. I just realized this when I opened my eyes. The passing of days is quite quick, isn't it, Lulu? I think audio's desynced. Oh, it might be. I think I forgot to reset my card. Let's do that real quick. Yes, Lulu, it's nothing to be surprised at. Although my eyes were closed in sleep, I still see everything that occurs in this ocean. It seems Lulu's confused. Regrettably, there's no time for idle conversation. Now then, proud Zora warrior. The open seas of Great Bay have need of your might. Quickly climb onto my back. That was certainly a pose that Link struck right before he hit the water. Lulu's like, why did Mikau turn into a child? I don't understand. Get wrecked, idiots. It's like, ah yes, let's defiantly sail into the tornado. What could possibly go wrong? Get rotated, exactly. Great Bay Temple. I like how he waves to the turtle. Now, that said, it's a little bit late in this cycle. So I'm actually going to reset time. What's wrong? Returning to shore? It's not shameful to retreat. That in and of itself is a strategy. Alright, climb onto my back. Like, I could maybe finish it in the time that I've got, but like, why make it things stressful? Also, this time around, I'm gonna try and get the berries on the first pass. Yeah, also, it is a water temple. This is gonna take some time. Actually, you know what? I got an idea. Because I'm pretty sure on night of the second day, the Skulltula house here opens up. And like the prize is different based on like what day and what time you go in, but like night of the second day has like the best prize. I think that's the thing. I jump over your wall purely to assert that it's worthless. It can't hold me back. Could have sworn there was something there. Quick little hookshot check. Gotta make sure you got it before they let you in. Presumably if you didn't, you'd just die. I was gonna say temporarily, like, imagine if there would... Or briefly, I was gonna say... Imagine if there was, like, a spider mask that, like, attracted spiders and made them run towards you. Then I thought to myself that that would be, like, the worst mask ever. I like how the portraits are of Skull Kid. will say, I'm starting to feel the hour. Like, I'll probably go to bed after this. I might not have a mask to, like, detect and attract them, but they certainly make enough noise that I don't need it. Like climbing the shelves. Fun fact, on one occasion I was in a grocery store and oops, there was like some soda on the top shelf that I wanted, but it was like far back. I couldn't like grab it myself because like I'm too short to reach that high. And I went and I found an associate and I got him to I asked him for help getting it. And he just looked me up and down and he had like this defeated look on his face and he was just like, thank you for not climbing the display. That story has stuck with me. Or rather, that event has stuck with me. I know that I've told that story more than once, but it's like, I just keep thinking about it. Thank you for not climbing on the shelves. One look at me thought, Gremlin. You're not necessarily wrong. And to be fair, I actually legitimately considered climbing the shelves. But then I was like, I don't trust these things not to like fall over on top of me. Yeah, safety. Honestly, mostly I just didn't want to get in trouble. But the fact that it kept me safe is a nice little side effect. I don't think that I can actually finish this without the right code, which I think I need like the Stalfos mask to talk to these guys. Or I could try brute forcing it. Can I use this? No, I cannot. I forgot I had time powers. Oh, right. That said, I think I'm actually going to call it there for tonight. Um, Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it each and every time. Um, Next stream is going to be on Wednesday. It's going to be Little Goody Two Shoes. I'll probably be finishing my first playthrough. I will determine after finishing my first playthrough if I'm going to do any subsequent playthroughs on stream or what'll happen. Next time I'm streaming Majora's Mask will be on Friday. Also, starting next week, I'm probably going to be bumping my schedule backwards half an hour, so like starting half an hour earlier and ending half an hour earlier. And that'll be kind of like a temporary thing ahead of like a more substantial schedule change. But it's mostly working around like new job hours. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I hope to see you again. Good night.